and that last year 120,000 families, including 61,000 children, were kept out of poverty because of the Earned Income Tax Credit here in Maryland. 120,000 individuals, 61,000 children were kept out of poverty because of the Earned Income Tax Credit. The Earned Income Tax Credit is access to financial resources. The free tax filing is one of the most sustainable solutions to changing the landscape of poverty here in our community. Ronald Reagan called it actually encourages work, it rewards work. It's not a handout, obviously. It's not even a hand up. It puts hands to work. Ronald Reagan described it as this back in 1986, this effort. He called it the best anti-poverty, best pro-family, and the best job creation measure to come out of Congress. We have a solution right here to changing the landscape of poverty in our community, and that's helping families access tax credits and financial literacy resources that are readily available to them. And this is the coalition that is going to change that landscape of poverty here in Frederick. It's now my pleasure to introduce Comptroller Peter Franchot. Peter Franchot was elected as Maryland's 33rd Comptroller in 2006, and prior to that he was a member of the Maryland General Assembly representing Montgomery County for about 20 years. Thank you for your public service. And I just want to welcome Comptroller Franchot. Thank you for your time today.
I usually emphasize the fact that I give out $2 billion in tax refunds each year rather than I'm a tax collector, but that's okay, Josh. Thank you for what you do for United Way, and thank you for bringing folks together. Earned Income Tax Credit is the single most successful program to fight poverty the United States of America has ever had. Unbelievably successful. That first press conference, Josh, we had a young woman, she's about 30, 32. She had a couple of kids, and she got up and said, you know, I took advantage of this Earned Income Tax Credit. I received a $1,500 payment as the program seeks to reward people like her who do the right thing and go out and get a job and work 40 hours a week. Wasn't a very well-paid job, but it was a job. She did the right thing, paid her taxes, filed for the Earned Income Tax Credit, got $1,500. She said, I took that $1,500 and I invested it in a used car. And now I'm not eligible for the Earned Income Tax Credit because I used the car to go and get a better job 15 or 16 miles away from my house. Said, so she was there as someone who was supporting Earned Income Tax Credit, who benefited from it, but was no longer eligible for it. Because it did exactly what it was designed to do, which is help people get up out of poverty. Suppose she had just taken the $1,500 and spent it on something else that was not particularly important. She would have joined hundreds of millions of Marylanders, Americans, making bad financial decisions. And so in addition to getting money in people's pockets, it's every bit as much important to communicate to people the basics of what a budget is, what credit is, what debt is, what compound interest is, how important savings are. So this whole concept of financial education and financial literacy goes right along with the work that you're doing. If you talk to most young people, they're generally interested in things other than finance, particularly high school seniors. I'm advocating that every high school senior, as a condition of graduation from their high school in Maryland, have a 6-week standalone financial literacy required course. What a budget is, what credit is, what credit cards are, what predatory loans mean, what compound interest is. It's already in place in 6 or 7 counties out of the 24, and we're going to go county to county and try to expand this. I'm so grateful to all of you folks for organizing this and all of the groups that are involved. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Tom.